Check 1 2. Come on, Gemma. I'm gonna be talking. So don't freak out. I don't know if it's started yet. Should be. Yo, check 1 2. This is Selecta J-Cut, Culture Clash International, Duburbia podcast. This is a impromptu test episode. I've been making some changes to the format, so you got to bear with me. I'm kind of setting things up. I don't know if I'm streaming yet or not, so let me take a look for a minute, and I will be right back with you. Okay, at least appear to be active on Twitch. So if you are viewing, doesn't appear to be anybody viewing on there yet. But if anybody's watching on any of the formats, YouTube, Facebook, I'm kind of setting things up. This isn't an official episode. I'm just going to be talking about some music that I've got recently. Some basically what the plans that I've got coming up. So bear with me here. Bear with me just another moment. I'm still getting some, making sure I'm set up on every format here. Once again, if you are tuned in on Twitch, I'm still getting it set up. I'm trying to get set up on YouTube still, so give me just another moment. John Meat, what up, man? Thanks for tuning in. It's been a minute, I know. Shit, man. If you're available, let me know. I'll send you a Zoom link. We could chat for a minute. Are you are you still not hearing audio when I talk, or was it just because I don't have any music playing or anything? Because I'm trying to avoid any I just want to be able to stream. So I'm basically just kind of letting it go. I'm trying to get some people in the room before I really get to talking about the music and all. Yo, yo. Play some drums for a second, see if you can hear this. Sounds like it's coming through. Um, don't know if anybody's really checking the show out yet. Besides John Mead, of course. I think my sister's probably tuning in somewhere. I haven't noticed any other viewers, but I did send her the link, so check the restream chat here. Okay, so I apparently the Facebook streaming is not available for me right now, so don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get this thing started. Thank you for your patience and bearing with me. Once again, this is the return of Duburbia podcast. I've reformatted the display a little bit. I'm gonna be bringing guests on, and hopefully I'll be more consistent with it this time. I'm gonna try and get on every few days if I can, and at least do a little brief update on what's going on with Culture Clash International. I've been working on the website a lot. Let's see here, trying to keep up on the reviews. I'm definitely behind, so I got some catching up to do. But I did. It's super late, but I got to this one. It's the Cabaret Voltaire. Shadow of Fear is the name of the LP. It's on mute. It came out towards the end of last year, like 20 December, late December, I think. But yeah, there's been some controversy about Richard H. Kirk being the only member of Cabaret Voltaire for this release, which he was also the only member for their last release, which was 1994, I believe, The Conversation. So it's, I mean, to me, it's a Cabaret Voltaire album. Richard H. Kirk has a lot of aliases that he uses for different genres of music. He does some dubby, electronic, more down-tempo stuff as Sandoz, and he's got tons of aliases. But this is a legitimate Cabaret Voltaire record to me. It's it's ominous. It's I mean, he says it was written before all this pandemic and everything, and the title "Shadow of Fear" is pretty consistent with what Cabaret Voltaire's were always about to me. So I've been digging it. I'm not really playing any music on the show tonight because I don't want to have any copyright issues. So I'm just going to talk about the things that I've been acquiring recently. And for me, I'm not acquiring a whole lot, so it goes back for a few months here. I will also mention with Cabaret Voltaire, this Vasto and the Power of Their Knowledge is a 7-inch single that was put out by Electronic Sound Magazine at the end of the year as well. It's remixes of 2 tracks from this LP, and there's upcoming 12-inch EP on or 12-inch single, I guess, on mute called Shadow of Funk that has, I believe, 3 songs on it. That is available on the Bandcamp page. Let me open that up. See here. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's available on Bandcamp, but it's also available from Mute, and the LP is available from Mute. I think it's sold out from Bandcamp already. All right, this one's been out for a while too. It came out last August, I believe is what I read. And forgive me if I mispronounce the name. I believe it's Gowdy. It's called 100 Years of Theremin, the dub chapter. And it's, let's see here, put out by Gowdy Music. I guess he's self-publishing, but some big names on it, production-wise. Adrian Sherwood, Mad Professor, The Scientist, Dennis Bavell, and Prince Fatty. And really strong musicians on here as well. It's extremely well produced. I can't say enough about the album. It's not brand new, but you should, if you haven't heard it, you should check it out. This is also available on Bandcamp, as is this single by Gowdy, and there's a Lee Scratch Perry produced Theremin in Hand, and then Theremin Memoir is the other side of the 45 here. And those are both available at Bandcamp. I'll pull up the page real quick. Let's see here. Yeah, here's the... So you can go to Gowdy, Gaudi, and it's on Bandcamp. 100 Years of Theremin. Definitely worth checking out. Experimental dub abstractions, as I like to say. On a different tip, I subscribe to a monthly 45 club from Alternative Tentacles Records, and the most recent one is Dead Ending. This is a hardcore band from Chicago. It's called American Virus. Pretty good stuff. I had never listened to the band before. Their logo always reminded me of Einstürzende Neubauten. It's a kind of like a maybe the top half of the torso, but it makes the DE there. Um, I don't know if that was intentional or not. That was just my personal take on it. So, no offense intended to the band if you guys are anyway offended by that. I don't know why you would be. Another producer and artist that I've tried to pay a lot of attention to in my writings and what I always try to mention is the Bug. He's very prolific. He's got, I mean, I can't even keep up with everything that he's putting out, but I try to keep up with the vinyl. I've been trying to catch up on the digital recently because he's been putting out a lot of the like dubs of the previous albums that he's produced and things. This is the Bug featuring Disfig. She's an American. I forget exactly where she's from, but she's very interesting. I don't even know how to describe it because the Bug is so, he's pretty diverse as a producer. Everything's very dub influenced, but very electronic too, and grimy, and he's always on to some next level shit. So this is worth checking out. The Bug and Disfig, which also is going to be available on Bandcamp, or is available. Let me pull that page up to show you. Okay, I'm also going to send a Zoom invite if I can figure this out real quick to John Meat from Meat Sheet Digital Zine. I don't know if you're available. I'm not going to take it offensively if you're not, but if you want to jump in the conversation for a little bit, I'm going to send you an invite. Give me just a minute. Once again, anybody else who's tuned in, just appreciate you bearing with me here. This is trying to get this thing rolling, and I kind of overthink about what I'm talking about sometimes, so I'm sorry if there's brief periods of silence, but give me just a moment here. John, if you could on Messenger send me the best email address for you real quick. I don't let all the cats in this room, Connie, so I'd like to show you the kittens. I did install a pet door. I don't know if you can see it behind me. Yeah, you can see it. I installed a pet door, and I keep it to one way so I can let Gemma in the room, or the cats that don't pee on everything. I let them in the room. But I don't know where Gemma's at right now. She might make an appearance. If anybody comes to the door, I will let them in. Still working on this invite, John. Give me just another minute. Ah, there we go. Okay, I think the invite got sent, so see if we can get you in here. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for John to respond to the Zoom meeting, this has already been reviewed on Culture Clash. David Asher Band. This gentleman from Detroit. He's actually the inspiration of getting the digital zine aspect of Culture Clash rolling several years back when he had asked me to review his other band, The Process. A couple of their albums he's had me review. And this has just recently come out January 1st of this year. Really good production. The last couple tunes are by, one of his and mine, one of our favorite producers, Adrian Sherwood, On You Sound, who I try to mention as much frequently as possible as well. Yeah, you get this one on Bandcamp. I'll pull up the page for that. There you go, David Asher Band. Haven't seen anything come in on Zoom yet. I don't know if you're still checking your email, John, but I'm trying to keep an eye out, so hopefully I don't miss you when you do respond here. I think I can catch it. Speaking of Adrian Sherwood, this is another one that came out last year and it's reviewed up on Culture Clash. Denise Sherwood, Adrian's daughter, This Road. This one's well worth checking out as well. It's available on Bandcamp. Let's see. Oh, I see you now, John. Hang on a second. Give me a second. I might have to mess with the audio. All right. I think I have your channel up. Looks like you might be getting ready to join. Yo, yo. I see you. You hear me okay? Give me 1 second. Keep talking. I don't hear anything yet, but I'm gonna see what I can do about the volume here. Output. Oh, let's see. I still say something. Are you sure you have the volume on that side? Let's see. I gotta go into the settings.
About now.
Yo, okay.
No, okay. Okay. I see what it's in the. I found it.
Okay, cool.
About now.
No.
No, okay. Okay. I see what it's in the. I found it.
All right,
About
make sure
now.
I can still hear you. I just turned
No,
the monitor off
okay.
because it was doubling up.
Yeah. Which
I
window
see
should I
what
keep
it's in
open?
the.
I found it.
All right,
About
make sure
now.
I can still hear you. I just turned.
No,
What have you been
okay.
up to?
Not much. I just published a post on the blog tonight that had like new releases, but they were, I was behind too. I don't know if it's the same for the bands you like, but 2021 seems to be a little bit slower. It seemed like 2020 there was stuff coming out every couple days, and I don't know, maybe it's just my limited scope right now, or what. I don't know, but I posted about. I think there's like four different projects up there on the new releases, and um, yeah, I just been. I don't know. I've just been hanging out. What about you? The studio looks good.
Yeah. Any of the new releases you wanted to mention? Oh, thanks.
Uh, there's this well, it's actually one song by a Toronto band called Fucked Up, and I saw them live a long time ago, and then just like in the review it says I literally got busy, didn't follow them, but I knew they were good and they were gaining momentum. Like they were appearing on like various media. I think they got on MTV as like not on like a program, but they mentioned them or something, or I can't remember what they were on. And they just been going ever since, and they just dropped this like epic 19-minute song, and it's I enjoyed it. It's pretty cool. It's got heavy parts. It's got like it's a lot like one of those like really long-winded heavy metal songs like Iron Maiden. I compare it to Iron Maiden, Rime of the Ancient Mariner, because that song's like over 10 minutes. And yeah, it's good. It's got heavy parts, and there's one part where it's like a female, and it sounds almost like a chant. It's really tripped out for a hardcore band, but they've been doing it a long time. That's real good. And of course, there's this electronic record. The artist is Tristan.
Cool.
It's TRZTN, and I think it's called. Of course, I should know what this is called. Royal Dagger Ballet. It's got a bunch of collaborative stuff on it. It's heavy on the electronic. And let's see, Paul Banks from Interpol makes an appearance. Who else? Oh, Karen O of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Um, it's a good record.
Cool.
But like I said, 2020 there was stuff coming out every 2 days.
Yeah.
This year, I just maybe I'm just looking in the wrong spot. I don't know. I can hear myself on the delay. That's all right though. Is
Yeah,
that Gemma?
maybe people lost their steam, you know, maybe people were real. Yeah, yeah, I put it on because I yeah. She's really the only one I let in the room now, but this is her spot, her sanctuary.
Does that Crimson Ghost glow in the dark? That's what I want to know.
Sorry, I was waiting because I can only hear you on this.
Oh, okay. Does the Crimson Ghost glow in the dark?
Oh, yeah, not so much as it used to, but a little bit. What about so oh yeah, so you reviewed both of those on Meat Sheet already, right? The
I mean,
fucked up and
I literally posted it today, so it's a couple hours old. But the releases aren't that aren't as new as I would like. But the my review is brand new. Oh, and of course, within that, there's Teenage Fan Club, an old indie band from they're originally from Scotland, and you know the last thing years ago they got a record coming out in April on Merge, and they have
right.
two singles out. And it's really, if you like power pop, you probably know Big Star. If you've listened to Big Star or like T Rex, but it's in a more like I would say indie context.
Oh wow.
Uh, they're good. They have two singles out and they have a ton of records. So they're dropping something in April. The whole LP. It's called Endless Arcade. That's good. What's the other release I covered? Uh, I might have to just look at it. Let's see here.
My sister said what's up, by the way.
Oh, tell her I said hello.
She's watching.
Right on. I'm trying to figure out what the fourth thing was that I posted. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I don't have to go there. So this band Flock of Dimes, it's I would say kind of indie. Uh, Basically, this woman from the Baltimore area, Jen Wasner, is in this duo called Y Oak, who I happened to find out about years ago. I actually saw him at Crescent a few times.
Okay.
That's a venue in the Phoenix area, one of the nicer, I'd say mid-tier venues. Anyway, I saw her band and Y Oak, like rye bread, but WYE Oak. They're
Oh,
also one, right? So I got wind of them, and then she did a side project, and they released something in 2020 for quarantine, and then they released a new song, and it's I wouldn't say it's power pop, but it's more syncopated bass, indie rock. It's really hard to come up with a description for this song. But once you start to listen to both her projects, you really can. She's really got her own thing going. I really like it. Her voice is for. I mean, if I had to liken it to somebody off the top of my head, Kate Bush, like
oh,
she's really good, and she's great songwriter, and everybody she works with is top notch. And she's actually got a like for gear nerds. She's got her own Reverend signature model. It's like a checkerboard pattern. And yeah, so they released that song, and this is all within the last 3 weeks, I'd say.
oh,
But like I like to get stuff up like as it's coming out, but because I mean it's the internet, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Right. That's the way. I mean, I'm getting stuff on vinyl, and a lot of times I don't get it till a month after it's come out anyway. So I'm just kind of writing about it. It's like, if it's worth writing about, I'm gonna go ahead and write about it. And but hopefully I'll catch up on some of the more new releases. If this year's slower than last year is, then it might be a little easier.
So far, it's been slow,
Right.
but that's just what I catch wind of. I mean, there's probably a ton of stuff out there. It's just uh, I don't know. It seemed like stuff was just popping up on my social media by default, and I was like, "Holy cow! I gotta write about this." 2020, and I was also out of work at the time, so it was a lot of free time to write
Right.
and just you know. And I've actually gotten some comments on the blog, but they're bots. So, but hey, I guess if even a robotic comment is better than none at all, right?
Right. Well, maybe we can try and just do a podcast, once a week or so with us, and just to keep it rolling. And then when I get the guests coming in, we'll that way you could kind of
Yeah,
maybe.
let me know.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be once a week, but just on a semi-regular basis, we could start doing this because I just want to keep active. I was looking at the website, and it's like, man, it really needs some activity on there. So I think this is the best way right now. It's hard to keep up with writing when you're working, and then keeping up with all the new releases and everything on top of that. So
Oh, I feel you. Um, I've been working, but not like hasn't been like there hasn't been a lot of hours, but still, I just haven't had the blog's taken a little bit of a the momentum's gone down a little bit, but it's cool. I mean,
yeah, keep it going, and that's all you can do really is just do what you can.
I mean, I'm not just trying to cover anything. I'm trying to cover bands I kind of already know. I'm hoping to discover bands as a result of that. But like, those bands I mentioned in this, like I've been listening to Tristan since like 1998 because I
Oh yeah,
happened to, I caught him in New York City. I was there to see his old band Flux Information Sciences, and it just so happens Interpol was the opening band. So like I saw Interpol before they were a thing,
wow,
and I was like, hey, those guys are pretty good. And like 2 years later, they were huge. So,
yeah.
like Tristan's a really, I love that artist. I kind of selfish. I claim that artist as my own, but he's getting momentum. But like I like I followed his stuff, so like I like what he does. He was actually on Young God Records. You probably know them, right?
Oh yeah, that's Michael
Michael
Shira, Swans.
And I found this out just like recently. I'm embarrassed to say this, but his old bandmate from Services was in a latter incarnation of the Swans.
Oh wow, cool.
But I was told he was on like the latest Swan stuff. He's not like a 1980s member, but
Right.
it's pretty cool.
I was gonna say all of the incarnations that I've heard are pretty cool. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm when it comes to the Swans, I like what I've heard, but I'm not like I can't talk shop with a hardcore Swans fan. I just like, yeah, they're just one of those bands. I think they're really cool.
yeah.
But for somebody that likes effects and noise so much, I should probably. I'm gonna do a little deeper dive on that. So yeah, I've
Oh
been playing music with some other people though. That's fun, and nothing's recorded yet, but
yeah, yeah. I've been hybridizing the kit so I can mostly just for recording purposes, but I got a pedal for the kick. You heard that? And then
that sounds.
a couple triggers on the snare so I can.
The bass drum had like an '80s hip hop feel.
Yeah, it's a cheap drum machine. It's Simmons one that I got at a thrift store for like $5.99 or something, but it
Oh, you
works.
can't be.
And I split the channel so I can trigger two different kicks with it, and it doesn't retain any of the like I try to save the programs and it doesn't retain anything. So I basically just set it up every time from scratch, and it's kind of cool. I've been recording a lot of drums, But
Hmm.
working on the Gollywog stuff, which you would listen to that. We got a
Yeah, the third song, the one I neglected to listen to, and turned up being my favorite.
right. That was the most recent one that we recorded. I did that one all with basically programmed drums, but the next one we're doing is live drumming. I think it's gonna be good. Tom's working on it right now, but I'm looking forward to
That's
hearing the finished product there.
that's a part of KC history, right?
Yeah, I
KC Punk.
mean a small
KC.
part, but it's a part for sure. Is my part. Mine and Tom and Billy. You know, I'd like to bring those two together, but from the moment, Tom and I are just recording the tracks that he wrote, and maybe we can all three get together eventually. But I don't know if that's gonna happen or not.
Right on. I see you have Little Richard and Safe Space Invader in the background.
Yeah,
Run the Jewels.
yeah.
Is that Van Halen 1 near your head?
I got two copies of it there. Yeah, I pulled it out after Eddie passed away. I was like, man, I was never a big Van Halen fan, but that album just fucking kicks ass, man.
Yeah, man, that record is flawless.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I didn't really know it growing up. I knew a couple of songs, you know, the hits ain't talking about love and you know whatever. But listening to the whole thing, it's like, damn, I see why Van Halen was so popular now because the shit I heard in the
Well,
late '80s was like,
you get there's a couple of the closers on fire
yeah,
that didn't get its that wasn't like a big song for them. That was like a deep cut. On fire. What's the other one? It's like right after that or before it. I
Eruption
can't
is it?
remember. No, Eruption is like the second one on one of the sides. On fire
See,
and
I don't really know Van Halen, but let's see here. Oh, Running with the Devil.
no, that's the first song on one of the sides. That I see. I don't listen to it on vinyl, but I would imagine if it was like side A, it'd be Running with the Devil or
Oh,
Jamie's
okay, you're
Crime.
right. You're right. They didn't have it in the same sequence on the back.
That record's like permanently fused into my memory. So
Is it Ice
like
Cream
not
Man? Ice Cream Man and On Fire?
Ice Cream Man is the last song, and that's the one. It's kind of like more acoustic sounding.
They must have these all messed up on the label. Let's see.
It's Little Dreamer and then something and on fire. I can't remember the sequence. I just and like I listen to it like digitally, so
Yeah,
I don't I don't get the vinyl experience. I don't have to flip the record over
I was
or
gonna
like
try
I
and I was gonna try and get a routine going with two copies of this, but I don't really have the skills to do it. My homie Z Trip would probably be able to cut the shit out of two copies of this record, but
uh,
I need some work.
just sample it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean Tone Loc did it.
Yeah.
He sampled Jamie's Crying for Wild Thing.
Oh, damn. See, I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
That's Jamie's Crying.
Right.
He knew what was going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, the sampling at that time, it was like you sampled from what was there, and it was like, you know, it wasn't all funk and jazz and soul records. There was plenty of
He
rock
did it
records.
He did it really well, though. Only the like diehard Van Halen fans could hear that it was Jamie's crying.
Right.
Like he didn't just like take it. He literally took a part of it and then referenced it again. You know, he didn't like just take 20 seconds and loop it like a lot of
Yeah.
people. He made it his own kind of. That's probably how he probably got away. Well, that was before the whole De La Soul lawsuit of sampling too, right?
Yeah, a lot changed after that.
Is today Ice T's 63rd birthday or was that yesterday?
I believe I saw that today. I think it was today. I think it is today.
Oh shit. Did you see the ad with the? I think it says Rhyme Pays, but it's in the Power font, or maybe it's the Power font for sure,
It
but
says,
it was somewhere on.
no, I don't think I
It
saw it.
they had the Power font, and it was going this way.
Oh, you know, I think I did see that.
Yeah, I was like, holy cow, 63rd.
Hmm.
Hats off to him. He would, I didn't realize how big he was. I forgot he does like TV and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
probably probably getting him on the podcast would be a tall order. But at the time, I figured, oh, dude, he's just like doing body count,
Yeah. Well,
like.
shit, man. Just got to keep it rolling. And
But he's in Phoenix area, so like he's local. So I'm not saying he'd go on, but a chance meeting and just getting commentary is not out of the question.
no doubt.
It's just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been spotted in Chandler Mall, you know, and he's a down to earth dude.
Seems
I'm
like it,
sure
man.
he would have a lot to say about music that we relate to.
Oh, I got to say goodnight to my sister. I don't know if I'm too late, but she sent a message saying she's going to sleep. So,
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in, Connie.
does she have power?
It looks like it. She's on the internet, so I feel like
Of
I'd have heard
course.
about it if she was one of the people in the blackout. But yeah, definitely some bad things going on in
I
the
got
Caribbean.
friends in Texas that have no power.
Oh
Pardon me.
man,
I don't know if you can see I got the cat right here. Oh no. I don't want to. My cat's sleeping right below me. I don't want to like lift him up though.
yeah, yeah. I got Jim over here in the chair, so she's not on. You can't really see her in your camera, but I have another camera on the video that's filming behind me. It gets her in it.
I could see her, but I turned off the YouTube just so I wouldn't hear myself twice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'm probably gonna wrap it up pretty soon here, man. It was good talking to you, but was
yeah,
there
I don't
any?
really. It's good talking to you. I really don't have much prepared except I put the blog post up and it's been you know dicking around trying to play scene stir in my own house. you
Ah,
know.
no
But
doubt. Got to keep going
yeah.
however we can, man. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk soon, and we'll talk about doing another episode in the next week or two. And
All right. Let me know.
sounds
Keep
good,
up.
man.
All right. Take care.
I appreciate you coming on.
All right. No worries. Have a good one.
All right, John.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. I appreciate you tuning in. Those that stuck through to the end, big respect. It will be up on YouTube, so I will be reposting this and put my banner back up. There we go. Duburbia Podcast, Culture Clash International. Go to www.cultureclash.com. That's CULTCHA. Community, unity, love, truth, compelling humanity's abidance. Also, if you haven't already, go to Mixcloud. Pull it up real quick. I just posted a new mix on Sunday. It was for Valentine's Day. Simply called Love. And here we go. All right, it's at 22 views. So if you're watching this right now, if you stuck through this long, then go listen to my mix because I'd rather be listening to my music than myself talking if I were me. But anyway, check the mix. Thanks again for tuning in. Do a quick drum solo. All right, thanks again, y'all.